My name's Sam Burrow, working here at Upstate Marine, one of the detail guys. Right now I'm just cleaning up, but I'll show you some of the compounds and stuff we're working with to make these boats shine up about like this one right here. This is one of my favorites right here. Heavy cut compound. And this is some of the new stuff that we got. This takes out 600 sand marks. So like I could go with 600 cut sandpaper, sand on the side of it, and this thing will shine it up, take all the scratches out, and you come back over it with like another polish, one of these. Now what we're using on these is, I like to use the Flex with a purple pad. It's not very purple anymore because I just got done, but yeah, this just spins in a perfect motion like that. Some of the other ones we got, let's see, like the Rupees over here. This one you can use on cars and stuff. The other one I like to use on boats because I can put more pressure on it. But with this one, how it spins in a different motion than the regular ones. Like this one spins perfectly in a circle, right? Whereas this one over here, this one spins kind of like that, like it almost. See if you can get that. So it kind of rotates and spins. This one just spins. So on this one's mostly used for polishing and stuff because you don't put as much pressure on it. You just let the machine do the work, and it also spins and rotates. On this, most of the time, we're not going to use the purple pad. Something like this. Let me get you a new one so you can see what it looks like. Something like this. Looks a lot better that way, but yeah, I use that to polish on most of them. This one's a little bit different from what we use on the rotaries. So like this is a salt and pepper. This is more for cutting. You're gonna get more scratches in the side of the boat that way. And when you hear scratches, you know, you're gonna think, I don't want to scratch up my boat, but what it does is it fills the scratches with that compound. And that's what's gonna give you that shine at the end of the day. This one's more for, you can polish with this one and you can cut with this one. This one's more of like a hybrid pad. But I like to use that with like the 400. But if you're ever cutting, you're gonna want that super cut. It's kind of grit, it's got a little bit of grit in it. Almost like there's sand inside of it. So I can show you. You can almost feel the like sandiness in it, whereas like in some of these other ones it's more of a liquid. Like in most of the finishing polishes and stuff, it's more of a liquid and it doesn't really fill in the cuts, it just shines it up more, you know what I mean? So I usually go with very little. Does not take a lot, you want to do it very liberally. Like 4 dots is all it takes. Let's see if I can find a good spot right here. Here in the middle, you're going to want to go in like a 2x2. I'll start off like that. I'll just kind of, you know, dab the compound on there. And like this, it's like wiping off or anything you do. Kind of like mowing the grass. You want to go back and forth, perfect lines. And like I said earlier, you want to let this thing do the work. You don't want a lot of pressure because then it's not really spinning anymore, but you want to see it go up and down. Right there, it caught a little bit. You want to see it keep spinning perfectly like that. It caught a little bit right there. Work it in there. Here's a little tip. Sometimes near the edge of the buffer, it burns a lot hotter, it rotates a lot faster. So you can kind of use the sides a little bit. You don't want to do it too much, especially with something that you can't really burn through, like on a car. But sides like that. You can see the swirls. That's what you want, because you want it to fill in. But usually with the swirls, I'll come in with a purple pad, and then I'll also polish after it. So there's like a whole process with how you're gonna buff a boat and stuff like that. Depending on how the boat looks, like how much oxidation you have and stuff like that when it comes to the boat. Like oxidation is basically just when like the sun sits on your boat for a long time, and it kind of bleaches it. It just sun bleaches like the color. So like it would be like a lighter blue per se, and then you'd really, if it got super light, you'd have to sand it, then come back and super cut, salt and pepper wool pad. Hey there, Sam.
I'm the other Sam.
And then you come back with a purple 400 that I showed you earlier, and then usually you go with a polish, and hopefully I'll do it, but there's always a couple spots you got to come back and see if you missed anything. Got to double check everything. That's pretty much it. Not a whole lot to buffing. Just got to be safe. You don't want to burn through anything, but it's kind of hard to when you got the right tools and stuff like that.
And gel coat is relatively thick. They usually from the factory spray thicker in the middle, and they fan out towards the edges. So towards the middle of the boat will be your thickest spots. And then once you start fanning out towards the back and the front, you don't need to go as hard or put as much heat down as you would towards the middle part of the boat.
So he's been here a little longer than me. He's the person to talk to about all that.
Thank you guys for watching our
I'm Sam. Thank you for watching.
I hope you guys learned a lot in this video, and we'll see you guys soon.